Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video the 1200, which I'm walking towards, is going to be making its way towards the shed. Maybe not in the shed today as the telly's still in it, but they're just getting the battery ready to put onto it, move it towards the shed. Will it fit in there? No. Right. This is a big battery you have for a responsible job. And you're going to be the one responsible to keep that battery there. Lovely. So anyways, before we go too much further in the video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you get notified of videos every Thursday and Sunday. So anyways, while they're organising themselves there to have a go, see will they start. She's been a few months sitting there since the pumpkin patch, week before the pumpkin patch or that. But she's running now. So it's time to head her in the direction of the shed. And so that's the 1200 off the lawn onto the other lawn, and sit there now till we get the telly out of the shed, and then we'll get it in and we'll start ripping at it. So now, yes, ye are seeing double. There is two Massey Ferguson 1200s on the camera. So some of you would have seen the latest one in the last video with the 2725 just sitting in the corner, and as you've seen there, she's not running under her own steam. So I suppose we'll let Father Phil take over, let him talk about the red one, and then we'll kind of compare and contrast, I suppose, between the yellow one and the red one. This is now we have two. So
you couldn't really call it two now.
Well,
you couldn't call it two, you have 1 3/4.
1 3/4. So yeah, the red one is rough.
It's man contacted us from Limerick,
Yes.
and he said he had bits for a 1200, and within a week or so it materialised into a full 1200.
Yeah.
She's been lying for probably 35 years.
Yeah. He was saying
the
it.
last time it was used, it was an 87.
Yeah. And it's a 1972 tractor, so that means if it's quit in 87, it only has 15 years work done.
Man, I wouldn't even think it done that, because there's very little wear on the dropper.
So hopefully it's not too windy now.
It's got windy there now. The dropper is practically like new.
Yeah, there's no wear around that. The lift arms.
I wouldn't know by them, they're badly rusted.
Yeah.
It's a very, very early one.
Yeah. Show the serial number.
Well, we don't know about the serial number yet.
Or not the serial number, but the stamp.
Since we got the last one, we've been trying to pick up all the knowledge we can about them.
Yeah.
And it's not till you have one till you start really getting into the knowledge. They're all date stamped down along this panel, and that one is date stamped the 24th of the 5th 72.
Yeah.
Now there was an article done only this weekend in the Farmer's Guardian in Scotland, and the story on them was that they didn't start full production until mid 72.
Yeah.
So there you have one of the very, very first of them. We won't go into the serial number now because I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Well, we'll put it this way, it's in single digits.
Yeah.
It's in single digits. She's one of the very first off the line. It's in an awful state.
Yeah.
But that's only flat steel.
That's only tin worm.
That's only tin.
Yeah.
It's just years. As far as the man knows that had it, he had it for about 10 or 12 years. It wasn't actually anything wrong with it when it was parked.
Yeah.
He doesn't know exactly what happened, but it just was parked. Unfortunately, the injector pump has been taken off.
Yeah.
And the sump was removed.
Yeah. Both are in the cab there, as you've seen.
But this would be a big area of concern for me.
Yeah.
There. For the moment, that's what we got it for. The pump on the left hand side or the right hand side, depending on which way you're looking.
Yeah.
But it's that pump. We are missing that pump and all the relative pipework to it.
Yeah.
Because we have no steering.
We also, when we had people out the pumpkin patch, they thought it was plumbed wrong too. It was plumb funny.
The way this should be done, and we had several people with 1200s, and believe me, I took down numbers and I intend to visit them all this summer if I get a chance. Is the pump on this side is the one we're missing.
Yeah.
That controls the steering and multi-power.
Yeah.
The pump on the opposite side controls the auxiliaries.
Yeah.
That's your two spools.
The two spools
going out the back.
Yeah.
But we're missing this one.
Yeah.
But we have multi-power.
Yes.
Our multi-power is working perfectly. So there's an awful mix up with the pipework. So this is why I'm delighted that we got the opportunity to get this tractor, because we'll take the floor out of her.
Yeah.
We'll not touch anything, and we'll document everything that's in there.
The way it is.
The way it is. Then we'll remove the pump, we'll put it into our own, and we'll plumb ours to the same as this one, taking it that this one was right.
Yeah.
And then we should have steering. We have a clutch problem with the other one as well.
So one of the big things with this tractor, even though it is, look, it is incredibly rough looking, but it's very complete.
It's very complete.
It's very complete. Like you've seen the lift arms, as Father Phil said, the pumps, even down to there's little guards here, aren't on ours.
We're missing them for that was to protect the power shaft going back to the back. That shaft spins all the time.
Yeah. The bottom shaft.
Bottom shaft spins all the time. She's very she's very tight because she's absolutely
seized
solid. But it's all there. It's actually all there.
Even down to, it's got very windy now, even down to the sister for the lift.
We're missing all this.
Will it open?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it opens.
We're missing all that.
Yeah.
Missing over the other one. We want the other tractor to try and do a bit of ploughing. To put a plough on it, you need to put the sister on it, because that was the weak point of them. The lift was very, very weak. very, very intact.
Yeah.
And even I don't use the parts of it, we've been offered other parts that I have to follow up on now in the next 2 weeks. We'll have it for reference.
You'll know exactly where things are supposed to be going, and it's a good reference for where all the bits are missing, because it's there. We can literally walk over, look at it, and then go back to the yellow one. This side of the cab got the worst. Yeah.
It got the worst of the weather. It's nearly at a stage where it should be preserved in the position it's in.
Yeah.
To show what happens if they were left out long enough.
Yeah.
You know. That's just a standard 6354 Perkins.
Yeah.
A very old one, because she has the bowl rather than the cartridge type oil filter.
Yeah.
There's not much more I can say about it. The serial number is what I have to get checked out. If anybody knows much history on the 1200s, I'd really like to follow up on it and see exactly. I know there isn't much records out of the Manchester plant where they made them.
Yeah.
It's very, very vague. But right, the yellow one, we have dated it. She's 1975.
75.
Very same coding system.
Yeah.
It's stamped into the plate here, and it's actually the same day, the 24th
Yeah.
of January.
75.
24th of the 1st, 75.
Yeah.
That's the date stamp on her. Which is a completely. I thought we had a wreck of a tractor till we, you know.
Yeah.
No, we haven't. No, it's all quite doable now.
So I suppose in the long run,
Well,
this is a challenge.
Yeah, it is a challenge, but for the moment it's sourcing parts and
a reference.
A reference to where things go. I would like to think maybe there'll be a long time before the two of them are parked side by side. Now this is kind of a special thing this evening.
Yeah, we pulled this out of the corner where we have it left, and we brought back in the 1200 before it goes into the shed, just to have the two of them beside each other, because it'll probably be a very long time before you see them beside each other again.
You said to me this time last year I'd have two 1200s in the yard today. I'd have said you'd be absolutely loopers.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we are loopers, but anyway. Yeah, what has to be done with this is quite simple. You want to do it now or do you want to do it later?
We can do it later in the shed when we get panels ripped off it.
Well, we can give a quick rundown on it. The clutch isn't right.
Yeah.
So I think the clutch is going.
Yeah.
Or needs to be adjusted. It's just very dodgy in the clutch. That pump issue has to be sorted.
Yeah.
The wiring is just needs to be fully checked over. It's absolutely a haywire in it.
Yeah. And the lift.
The lift has to be sorted. And the tires.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we have no two tyres the same.
Are the two back tires not the same?
Well, sorry, the two back tyres are the same.
The two front.
They're 18.4s. The two front ones one is a 16.9, the other is an 18.4 new.
Yeah.
But absolutely knackered. The whole side is ready to fall over. It's something we'll probably have to do is put 4 tyres on it, because there's no differential between front and back. There is between left and right, but not between front and back.
Yeah.
So if you put her out with the wrong tyres on her, you're just absolutely either wearing out the tyres or busting the gearbox.
Yeah.
So that's it.
So I don't think there's much more to say. So yeah, that's it. We now have two 1200s. I know, all of a sudden we've kind of gathered up a heap of tractors, all of a sudden.
No, it just happened.
It's how these things go. It just happened. There was years there we never bought a tractor. I suppose we're making up for it now.
Well, we didn't go out looking for them.
No.
It just happened.
Just happened.
And it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen.
But
another thing, there was a discussion on whether it stays yellow or red when the tax book solves the problem. We actually got the tax book.
And it's Irish, it's registered
at Irish Wexford number, and it's a yellow 1200.
Yeah. So it was
yellow.
Registered yellow, so it'll stay yellow. But sure, as you can see, we can have a yellow and red one in years to come. Nothing like a good challenge.
Well, it'll be a challenge to have the two of them back in the yard in 5 years, 10 years. So,
sitting in the same spot, both driving.
Both finished to show condition.
Yeah.
Like both of them will have to be down at the moment now. Will be just put going.
Yeah, and then
work going, worked for a while
to see everything is okay.
And then we're going to strip her.
Yeah.
And paint her.
Yeah.
We'll sort out the brakes as well. greed of a break in it.
So, anyways, okay. So that's that. It's seeing double. There's two 1200s in the yard. We went from never having one to having two. So just big thank you to Michael for messaging us about that. And
yeah, big thanks to Michael.
Yeah.
In fairness to him, he has the one as his own, and look, if she's been scrapped, there'll be parts, but I don't know. Just because of what it is, I think we might.
Yeah, and then the serial number that's on it, it's one of the special ones.
It's a very special one, if it is what I think it is. But we need to get more information.
Yeah.
We can't speculate really on it until we get more information.
Yeah, till we verify it.
It's very simple to be wrong.
Yeah.
It's hard to be right.
Yeah. So anyways, we'll cut to driving her into the shed. And now we are in the workshop and we're here with the 2725. So I know I said I'd finish the video putting in the 1200, but unfortunately we're just doing a little bit of work on the 2725 just Father Phil wanted to sort something I'll show you in a second. But we're going to finish the video now. It's just haven't got around to putting in the tractor. But what we have done with the 2725, we washed it, I got the cutting compound at it and I waxed it. And oh yeah, it definitely brought out the colour back into them panels, so it did. It's like a different tractor altogether. So it did tidy up fierce well, just in the bonnets, but yeah, real nice now. Why the reason we have it in the workshop is we are fixing the back window. So we have it taken out at the minute. You see there, but the glass was held in with tape, a HIPAA tape. That's all that was keeping the glass in. And Father Phil, because this is actually it's the proper windows, the original window frame is over here on the vise. We'll have to get a new hinge strip because it's seized. But Father Phil just wanted to get that sorted before we brought it out to do any work with it, because he didn't want to see the back window get broke. So that's all. Once we get that put back in, try to go out of the workshop, we get the 1200 in so we can get stuck into it. But video one thing, our pigs, we were hearing from our pig butcher earlier, and we have 2 weeks more. Bacon is just curing at the minute, so in 2 weeks time we'll get the pigs back. But to make space for the pigs, we have quite a lot of beef in at the minute, so we're doing half price delivery on all our boxes. So the family box, the burger box, the steak selection box, and the family box 1. It's a smaller box with less in it. So if you want to head over into the description down below and head to Stewart Family Farm, you will be able to order your box of beef there. We have a mix of Jersey and Frisian beef. We actually have Jersey beef fresh in the shop this weekend. So GEX beef from 714, who I actually think was the calf we named 2 years ago, Jimmy the Jersey. I'm pretty sure that's him. But anyways, you want to check the house, link in the description down below. But we're going to leave it at that for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. That is it for me. Good luck.